Is his stuff not working?
No, he got mad when you mentioned church. I guess he's anti Jesus.
He got mad?
He logged himself out.
I didn't mean to offend anybody.
Yeah, well, he's pissed. He could be mad about the damn Frank video you made about him leaving his kids in the car to record.
Yeah, because I'm sure I'm the one that got those songs made.
You are. Shit's dusty.
Did she not clean up, Frank? Can you hear us?
The Chooper's gonna get you, Frank.
I'm just waiting for you guys to say something worth mentioning.
Mm-hmm.
How you guys doing?
Around the clock, we're gonna rock to the rhythm of the street. Down the block, around the clock, we're gonna rock the dreams you give, the saints will talk. Wanna be somebody, be a contender, gotta reach for the sky. If you want it, fight for it, or kiss it goodbye. It's make it or break it, try to survive. Don't ever say never, keep your dream alive. Around the clock, we're gonna rock to the rhythm of the beat. Down the block.
Listen, I had to work text me, so I had to text back.
Oh, okay.
Somebody run over a giraffe?
Yeah.
On the turnpike.
There's probably somebody
Loose
texting
cow.
saying they're not going to be at work because nobody actually calls in anymore. They text in, "Hey man, I'm not going to make it today."
Oh, I call when they're just like, "Why are you
Cowards.
calling?" And it's like, "Because I don't want to text." Because you could say,
I would text in. I mean, I used to, my first year of work, I used to call in all the time. They'd tell me, no, you got to come in. We don't have anybody. So if I just text, I can act like I didn't get the text back.
"Oh, nobody wants to talk to anybody anymore."
No.
No. But if you get a text, you could say, "I never got it." It's that whole thing. But if I call somebody and they answer the phone, you can say, "Well, I spoke to so-and-so," but nobody wants to be on the hook for that.
All right, let's get Ronnie. Let's go. Come on, this movie sucks.
He's Blake. I'm Ronnie. All the good names are taken. Podcast, day 5, Blake. And today we're taking a trip to the Blood Shack. We got Darren and Frank from the Slaughtered Lamb with us. How you doing, guys?
Gentlemen?
All right, we'll talk about, mine and Blake's GoFundMe at the end of the video. But right now we're going to focus on 1971, the Chooper Blood Shack. First off, Blake, what'd you think?
I thought it was horrible.
Darren?
Well, I was starting to worry at one point whether he had a camera rather than just one camera.
Frank?
A masterpiece in shit.
I did enjoy the rodeo. That was nice.
Okay, so that's a good question. Did you boys watch the version with the rodeo? Or
Yes.
Okay.
I watched the uncut version, the one with the extra 10 minutes of the rodeo.
I don't think you can fully appreciate 1971's Blood Shack unless you do get the extra 11 minutes of rodeo footage, which led me to the first question of the show, boys. Frank, are there rodeos? Excuse me, Darren, are there rodeos in England?
No.
What is the closest thing to a rodeo you guys have?
Probably like darts.
Can he? Yes!
That's pretty close. Ronnie, that's close. Yeah.
Bunch
I can
of
see that.
overweight cows being thrown and
Well, we do have sheepdog trials.
Well, that's close because
Yeah.
5 minutes of footage was like this little bitty tiny cow that a little child was around.
Yeah.
So
It was
Look,
a tiny cow, wasn't it? Right?
in this movie.
Darren challenged me last year. I think it was last year, Darren. Might have been the year before. You have mentioned multiple times on y'all's channel that Blood Lake is the worst movie you've ever seen. And I tried to tell you, even when it was just me and you reviewing that movie, this is not even close to the worst movie you've seen. So before we start talking about this, how did Blood Shack compare with Blood Lake?
Well, I mean, like, easily, this is far worse than Blood Lake. But I had trouble with this. Because they obviously don't have any ADR or anything like that. They just use the microphone that's on set, and so you're kind of listening to what the dialogue is all the time. I put the subtitles on, and every time it mentioned the Chooper, which is the alternate title for this film, the Chooper, it said the Trooper on screen. The subtitles didn't understand what the Chooper was, so I'm kind of like, why they keep talking about this Trooper all the time? I'd no idea that's what it meant. It's fucking terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Like, it's so static, so stayed all the time. Like, he just positions the camera. He's in love with that landscape, isn't he? He's absolutely in love with that desert landscape, which to some extent is beautiful, but I don't want to see it all the time. You know, this guy can't take the camera off of it. And I understand that the rodeo scenes were only put in there to pad the movie out enough for it to be
distributed.
30 minutes.
For a drive-in or something.
Well, our buddy John McBride, legendary filmmaker John McBride from Cannibal Campout, and what was the other movie, Blake?
Wood Chipper Massacre.
Wood Chipper Massacre. He told us when we finally located him after 4 years of having a podcast that it's called filler, and you have to get there so you can get the distribution for the VHS tapes around the stores. Which leads me to another thing, and I'm going to ask, I'll just go around the horn. We've all been at the age where we go to the video store. Even Blake, who's way younger than
I worked at a video store.
That's true. I forgot about that. We've all walked into a video store. We've all looked at the VHS art boxes. We've all rented it based on that because that was part of the appeal of the VHS store. If I would have walked into the VHS store and I would have saw this box cover, I'm renting it. Okay? Because it looks good.
It's Daredevil.
It looks Daredevil.
It is Daredevil.
It looks like the thing from Double Dragon that you
wow.
You have to kick off the thing where it's rolling.
That jack is way nicer than the one in the movie, though.
There's nothing from that cover that's in this movie.
No, you're right. The weapon, the guy, the house, anything.
So
grass,
trees.
You rent this movie based off of this box. There's no lightning.
There's no water.
There's only one scene that's at night, right? That's at the start.
Either that or the
lights went out.
They boarded up the windows.
They weren't allowed to be on this property. That probably.
You bring this movie home, which looks awesome. It could be, ball-headed steroid guy. It could be a monster, whatever.
Well, and he's big. Look.
Yeah, Jack.
You don't think he's natty?
He's fucking tall as well.
Looks like Darren with his shirt off.
All right, Ronnie, you guys, all three of y'all have seen way more movies than I have. Is this the best poster for a terrible movie of all time? Or is there one better out there?
No. By far, no. Death Spa has the most. It's the best poster ever for a crappy movie.
But where does that rank as far as being a crappy movie compared to this? Is what I'm trying to get at.
Oscar.
Okay. Okay.
A complete Oscar in all categories.
This reminds me of, what's the game called? Ghosts and Goblins?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
For Nintendo, yeah.
You get home expecting something like this, and all you get is 20 minutes of a rodeo. And a woman reading the freaking a novel. I mean, my first note is what's with the voiceovers, because the beginning voiceover is nothing like Linda Hamilton in Terminator 2. She continues on for 12 pages of dialogue.
Oh yeah. Well, it's what you do to try and make it cohesive in some way, isn't it? He's added that in afterwards completely to make this try to feel a little more filmic than it actually is.
I've racked my brain, boys, because I watched it last night and I watched it again today, and I think I've outdone myself a little bit because usually when I love these types of movies, let me just throw that out there. Blake knows that. He's already warned me he can't do many more of these, so I don't know what he's going to do when we get to the LA AIDS Jabber movie that we're going to watch here in a few weeks. But
LA what?
AIDS.
The AIDS Jabber. Hold on.
The LA AIDS Jabber.
As soon as it ruined the movie for me, Ronnie, when I heard her reading the doing the voiceover, I was like, well, she is telling us a story, so obviously she lives. So there goes that. You know,
Started in the shower.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought there was going to be nudity, but
no, she
actually just has a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no attempt, like like Dress to Kill or Body Double or anything like that to make it look sultry in any way. She's just like cleaning herself.
Yeah. Which depending on what avenue you research about this movie, this director is.
Hey, real quick, what avenue did you go down?
What are you talking about?
How did you research this?
Chat GPT.
Okay.
and Red Letter Media. So no, Darren, just to answer you real quick, we got the LA AIDS Jabber coming up on the 19th.
Oh, Jabber. Right.
So he has AIDS.
And he's got a needle.
There's a needle. It's fueling off that those tall tales back from the 80s where if you sat down in a movie theater seat, they would put the AIDS needle with AIDS blood on it and it would poke into your booty. And now you got AIDS. You never heard that?
No. We're not that creative over here.
It was the big AIDS scare. So, they had to make up all these stories like you reach your hand into something and you get a little prick on your finger because they put a used AIDS needle in there.
I think you guys are making this up.
We give AIDS the old-fashioned way, Ronnie.
Frank, we're not making anything up.
It's like I make this shit up too. The Tylenol tyrant about the guy poisoning everything with Tylenol. You can make that up.
That's a real story. Somebody put cyanide in Tylenol capsules on Halloween and gave them out.
Yeah, but it's just like all you got to do is come up with a title about a real occurrence, and you have it. I never heard of the AIDS Jabber. That was every 80s porn movie anyway.
Look, the 80s were a different time. My mom and dad used to tell me if I wander off in the mall that somebody would cut my off in the bathroom. This director had a career in porno is what I read. Yes. They said if you
two names actually.
If you look at this is from Red Letter Media. I'll give them all credit. If you look at what's it called, Darren? You're in the business. Down there at the bottom when it says Blood Shack, you've got the MV whatever down there, serial numbers at the very bottom.
Yeah.
There are 3 X's back to back to back, and they say that's because this was intended to be a porno movie at the beginning, but then they changed it off into a horror movie.
Isn't that just Roman numerals, the date?
Look, I don't know. I get my research from 4 accredited channels. So I racked my brain, Blake, on how we could discuss this. And I don't think they're, even with Darren and Frank and them being, on top of the YouTube world, I don't think there's like a clever way that we can discuss this without some visual aids. And I doubt that.
Ooh, AIDS again.
A lot of AIDS talk. So I just want to go through at certain points and we'll watch the death scenes from this movie, if that's okay with you guys.
You mean when the Chooper goes, oh, to let you know he's about to be running at you?
Well, first off, I'm really confused by this movie because they set it off, or they set the tone that it's some kind of supernatural movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Daniel, like a curse. Mm. And Daniel takes care of the Chooper's bodies. So I would assume anytime somebody goes into that house, with the exception of the kids, they get killed by the Chooper. Daniel runs in and does the same dialogue every time. I told y'all to stay away. You come in here and the Chooper got you. That's what you're going to get. Don't worry, Chooper. I'll bury him for you. They won't ever find it. Okay. So
It's exactly how it is.
yeah, he's got the same the same accent as us. So I assumed it was supernatural. But at the end, we find out that it's the guy trying to buy the farm. Spoiler alert. The guy trying to buy the farm has dressed up like the Chooper. So I'm going to ask you three this question. Was there ever a real Chooper in this movie, or was it all the guy trying to buy the farm, killing every one of these people?
Oh, it definitely was just the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy was hiding on the roof, for Christ's sakes, the whole time.
I mean, did you guys watch the end of the movie as Daniel gives you that performance while dying? He tells you the Chooper's real. That guy's not the Chooper. That's Tim. He's just trying to scare you out of here so he can buy the land. Don't go in the house. The Chooper's real. He's going to kill you. So, Ronnie, I believe that the legend of the Chooper is real. He is out there, and he's going to get you.
I'm just impressed with his burial skills.
Yeah.
Because when that girl gets killed at the start of the movie, he doesn't even like he's got vast swathes of land there, right? Yeah, he doesn't drive her out to the middle of nowhere and bury her. He buries her on the corner of the fucking road.
Or keep her.
Yeah.
Or stuff her in that mattress.
What did Tim Roth say? There's a dead in the mattress.
Let's talk about that mattress for a minute.
She got down to her bra and panties to lay on that thing.
Oh.
No way, baby. That's what she said.
Look, dude, look at that mattress. Look at that stain on. This is one of the more wholesome scenes of the movie right here. These were the little girls come in because a woman shows up. That's the director's wife. Shows up about a third into the movie and says she's there because it's her family's land, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Really wasn't paying attention. I just wanted to see the Chooper. And she tells the girls, sure, you can go in there. And but what the guys are talking about is earlier in the movie, somebody gets down to their bra and panties and they lay on this mattress that looked exactly like this.
Now, was that stain there when she laid on it, or is that
absolutely after? That stain was there when she laid on it.
Okay.
She made the stain.
It kind of looks like Texas.
It looks like Texas.
It does. Man.
Yeah. Those kids just licked it.
What about the blonde's backstory, Ronnie? She got in a fight with her husband, left with two guys to come stay at a ghost house.
I can't imagine why he was mad. Let's watch that first scene, guys, and I'll stop it as needed.
The Charlie death scene was done pretty well, considering he had one camera and one light.
The Charlie dead scene?
Charlie's the guy who comes looking for his blonde wife, and
right.
It's a shot of the porch from the side, and as Charlie walks in, the Chooper comes in and grabs him. It reminded me of Leatherface.
No, this is actually, you bring up a point, Blake. This is actually probably the beginning of Exorcist 3. Where the nun comes out of the side?
Exorcist 3 definitely copied from Blood Shack, that whole scene.
That's right.
And Texas Chainsaw Massacre totally ripped off the landscape of the Blood Shack. That's where they got the idea.
I mean, you could argue Highlander, too, because the Chooper uses a sword.
That is true.
You know, I got to say, Darren saying this landscape is beautiful. I don't know, Darren, what you were looking at when the kids are playing with a chair.
Oh, yeah.
Just some random junk. Let's go play with that.
That's the way it was back in the day, though. I remember back in the 80s, we would play with just anything. So imagine the early 70s, a chair would probably be, especially in that area. You heard her say that water was in low demand, and because they had an artesian well, that she controlled the water rights, whatever that means, to the entire area. But there was no way to get the water except for that little water tower there, right there in the middle of the property.
Or let the kids dig.
Those kids were shitty diggers, by the way. I thought for sure during that fight.
Yeah.
Because they have a fight in this movie that lasts longer than the fight in They Live. I thought for sure. Those kids were over there digging. And I was like, well, they're fixing to like pull the burbs and go, found them. Yeah. Like this right here. And then everybody was going to look, and then Daniel would get taken off to jail, or the Chooper would come running out. But instead, they're just digging and they don't find anything. and it's where they buried the body. So it's almost like the shit didn't make sense, Blake.
I thought it was a good choice to not use lights here. It makes it scarier.
It is a Peter North movie.
See?
Well, this is also a clip from Dave Cray's new movie. So that's why I was super impressed.
Mm.
What's with the birds?
The bird tweeting in the background as well. Yeah.
So y'all believe that was Mr. Tim and not the actual Chooper, right?
I didn't know who it was.
Still don't know what's going on.
I still don't know who it is. You know, especially when we get to the reveal at the end, I got concerns about that. Was he wearing spandex?
Yeah, he's not wearing underwear for sure.
It was like something they put the people in when they're doing. I'd seen earlier this morning.
It was like a morph suit, right?
Yeah, behind the scenes of Superman, where they had the human being and the tight fit that was that took the place of the dog before they put the CGI in, and it's like the same kind of outfit. Maybe he had like some CGI stuff planned, and they didn't have enough for the budget.
Yeah. That's probably what it was.
Maybe it was supposed to look like the thing from the box, but once he realized he had spent all of his $500, which is the rumored budget for this movie, that he knew he didn't have enough to do the CGI at Skywalker Ranch. So maybe that's what it was.
He looks like he's fairly close to Skywalker Ranch.
But every death scene is the exact same thing, which is why I love it. You've got somebody walking around, and trust me, guys, for those that saw that little clip there, I trimmed 35 seconds off of it.
That's the best bit.
Yeah, they scream in the dark for over 35, 40 seconds. It was like a minute and a half when I got through with it, and I was like, well, I can't watch that again.
Ronnie, how can you say all the deaths are the same when the Chooper jumps off a damn roof later on and somehow doesn't blow out both knees when he kills the fat cop?
I knew you were going to say that, but you guys were talking about, and I got another clip. Imagine that. You guys were talking about, Frank said it copied Exorcist 3.
Connie. That's great. That's really good.
And it just keeps going.
Yeah.
It just keeps going. I just love the fact that we're not going to turn the camera off. We're just going to keep going. That is the exact same scene, except the people for Exorcist 3, instead of coming from right to left, they went left to right. That way it wouldn't be a ripoff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smart.
What I was hoping for is for Darren to be as pissed off in front of you guys as he was for Blood Lake, because I've never said this, I don't think, and I'm going to leave it in. I'm not going to edit it out. Darren was so freaking mad at that blood. I think he was more pissed that he had to pay the $2.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it was like £7 to watch it.
Oh, it's like $11.
and this, thankfully, to YouTube, it was free.
Yes. And shorter.
And shorter, yeah.
My wife still can't get over the fact that you found zero pleasure in Blood Lake, because all she did the entirety of that movie, she watched it with me, was laugh at the little country boy making the dirty remarks the whole time. She just goes, "This is ridiculous." And she was like,
"You made your wife watch Blood Lake?"
No, you can ask Blake. I can't make my wife do anything. She sat there and wanted to be a part of it, so she watched it. And
she was watching Blood Shack with him when I left his house yesterday.
Really?
When she woke up this morning,
she lose a bet.
She have a nightmare.
She lost the bet. That's the reason she had to marry me. But no, she just chose to. She walked in this morning as I was finishing the movie off, and she was just shaking. She shook her head and said, "I'm going to get coffee," because it was about the time that this idiot jumped off the top of the building, because I was cackling like Harry from Harry and the Hendersons, because I know if I would have done that scene, I would have blew out both knees, ankles, quads, and part of my back.
I'm worried that you've got your wife sitting in that lounge of yours like Malcolm McDowell at the end of Clockwork Orange.
No,
with the fucking eyes wide open.
Watch it. She got broke in early when she got here and moved in because we were still doing the audio portion, and I'd be like, okay, I've got to watch so and so tonight. I got to watch, but no, she's the reason. This is totally off subject. What we're talking about. She's the reason that we found horror legend John McBride, because I had searched extensively for him everywhere. And there's a movie called, what is it? What's that movie, Blake, where the aliens?
Mac and Me.
How dare you?
The Baloney Brothers, Ronnie.
Yeah, it's not the Polonia Brothers. That's the name of it. Hold on a second. Let me find Polonia's, because there's two Polonia. That's not.
I don't think the name of the movie is important to the story.
Yes, it is. I gotta. Look.
Sounds like plumbers.
Well, they probably should have been. Instead, I think they had a little bit of money and they made movies. All right, hold on. I'm there. IMDb, scroll, sign in. Feeders. That's the name of it. So there's a movie called Feeders.
I've heard of Feeders.
Yeah. It's really good.
Awful. Completely awful, but amazing. And that's going to be Darren's next movie to watch after we do Swamp Ape.
Are we doing Swamp Ape?
Well, I didn't look. We probably should have watched Swamp Ape, since this is probably the last time ever we get them before we shut down our channel. But I had to find Swamp Ape is way better than Blood Lake, and I had to find something worse than Blood Lake so Darren could finally stop saying that over and over.
We interviewed him too.
Yes, we got. Yeah, he said a lot of stuff on the audio podcast he shouldn't have said. A lot of expletives and derogatory terms.
Yeah,
guys. And the next day,
we got along great.
He sent me a message the next day and said, "Could you please cut out me saying blank? I might want to have a future in Hollywood someday."
We started laughing. We thought he was joking.
I thought he was joking because
Swamp Ape.
Swamp Ape. My favorite part of Swamp Ape is all of a sudden the Swamp Ape, aka the Bigfoot, has a red rocket that's pink, and you see it blow up when the Swamp Ape sees. So I'll cut that out, Darren. You look nervous. I'll edit on that. Don't worry.
He was a stripper on the side, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a stripper on the side. He got like $30,000 early on in YouTube because he had a viral video get like 30 million views. He dressed his dog up like a lion or something, and then seen it running through the park screaming, "It's a lion!" and everybody scatters. So off of that money he got, he made Swamp Ape. But
wow.
He was like, in the future, he goes, "I don't want this coming back on my Hollywood career, me saying that word." And I was like, no doubt. I was like, I'll cut it out. And I did. And unfortunately, he's still never been picked up.
Yeah.
I don't get it. So
put it back in.
Stretches a long time.
Put it back in.
I'm not putting it back in. We would have got canceled. It was for once, it was somebody else saying something.
Yeah.
All right, here's my favorite scene in the movie. First off, I don't know why he's coming out the window. He went in the front door. He comes out the window.
Oh, that was the other thing. Why do they have this like big bandstand score throughout the whole thing?
Shoot him with your gun.
You can't shoot the Chooper. Menacing.
Does he have a dog with him?
Benicio del Toro. This is when I realized the Chooper is probably not supernatural, because he gets in the car and drives the body away.
Yeah.
Oh, that was him? I thought that was the cop getting away.
No, it wasn't Daniel, because Daniel was at the rodeo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Darren asked a good question. He said, "What's the deal with this music?" I get a lot of Manos, The Hands of Fate vibes from this movie. I think Manos, The Hands of Fate, was that in the 60s? Do you guys know?
Excellent movie. Excellent movie.
I mean, it's one of my favorite MST 3K episodes.
Oh, Mondays, huh?
And Mondays. Bill Buckner,
66.
66. And that movie was a lot like this, with the scenery being out in the desert and the enclosed, which there's not a lot of enclosed shots except for her, like at the sink at the end of it when Daniel gets stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of, like, I call it like beach bop, because that's what they used to play in music class when I was in elementary. Those, I mean, that stuff like that. So I guess that was like the only like free music possibly you could use at the time, or the most affordable music was that like 60s beach bop or whatever you want to call it.
Like he went to the library and got it.
Yeah, it sounds like he's recorded it off the radio.
Blake, I'm going to ask Darren and Frank here in a minute. I'm going to give them a heads up. If you guys, I asked Blake the same question last night when we watched Clown in the Cornfield and reviewed it. What'd you think about that movie, Frank? You didn't like it?
No, it made me feel like shit. It made me feel old.
I kind of liked it.
I think it's crap. It's absolute crap.
I like the twist with that film.
Oh, yeah. The twist is excellent.
Well, me and Blake, we're not giving anything away, Blake, because it was yesterday, but we loved the first hour of the movie. And then we thought it got like
really.
Look, Clown in the Cornfield needed to learn from Blood Shack.
Yeah.
70 minutes. That's all you need. I mean, that's the way the film industry needs to, especially in horror, needs to start working from here on out. We need shorter movies, hour, 10 minutes. Tell your story and let's get out of here. Okay.
I'm right there with you, Ronnie. What's the most popular thing in the world right now? It's Reels on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever it's called on X. Yeah, we need shorter shit.
And by the way, she's useless. When they're having that fight, she's just there watching with her arms crossed.
She's wasting water.
Well, that's how it was back then, Darren. You sleep with whoever wins the fight.
She's patriotic.
She's just waiting.
So why didn't the Chooper finish him off is the question. I guess we know because I'm fixing to get to this next one real quick.
That's not the Chooper. He's not 150 years old. That's Tim Foster. He's just trying to scare you off your ranch. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. Don't ever go in that old house or the Chooper will get you.
Oh, shit. He died.
I'm just picturing Darren, which I don't know if Darren brought his wife in there to watch this.
She walked through a few times and was like, the fuck is this?
So y'all don't think Daniel's telling the truth right there?
I think he makes his own moonshine.
He definitely does that.
He does that.
It's probably one of that. That's why she has to take a shower all the time, because this tube is full of that, fermented wine he's making.
There's a lot of questions. Who's paying Daniel? How's he? I mean, is he just living off the land and the water out there? That she talks about in one of her 1 hour dialogues in the movie that Daniel was so happy at the rodeo. It seemed like he hadn't had a good time in a while.
Mm-hmm.
All it does is clean up dead bodies, apparently. Okay. Around the room, when's the last time before this movie started, Blake, that Daniel cleaned up a dead body?
A week?
Frank?
About the same, 6 days, maybe.
Darren?
What was it? Her dad's place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
So
back
then.
then. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. He hadn't cleaned up a dead body since way back then.
Yeah.
He just goes around.
Maybe he cleaned up her dad.
That's it.
But that would have been a nice little twist and some information if they'd been like, oh, yeah, and your daddy, he got killed by the Chooper because he went in the house or something like that.
Why does Daniel feel like he has to help the Chooper?
Good question.
I mean, what the hell is Daniel? Are we supposed to come out of this thinking Daniel's a good guy?
He's not.
No.
He's just the biggest shit. It's a Chooper. I got it. So just like Darren, I couldn't believe the name of this damn thing. You know, I kept on saying Chopper all the time. A chopper would have sounded better.
Yeah.
So is the Chooper like some sort of American boogeyman legend or something? It's just it's just made up for this. Blake. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
And Darren would have believed it too. Oh, really?
Oh, really? Yeah. Like the Legend of Boggy Creek or something like that. You know?
Right.
Think about those Boggy Creek movies. Yeah, it's each section of this country has a different name for the Bigfoot or the Sasquatch. Like in Florida, it's a swamp ape, and in Arkansas, it's a relative, and up in the Pacific Northwest, it's Sasquatch.
Chupacabra on it.
But the Chupacabra is not a Sasquatch. The Chupacabra, no, it's like
dog.
A part dog, part chicken or whatever. It's like the legend of the Black Panther in the Southeast. Everybody always says they see a Black Panther, but there's no Black Panthers around here, unless we're talking about the radical group. I mean, those were
Marvel guys.
talking about like the Marvel.
Anacondas in Florida.
Yeah, anacondas in Florida. Things like people just make this up, and it just sort of like the AIDS needle in the movie theater seat, and it takes on a life of its own before you know it.
Yeah. How far we come.
Blake sent me a text and says, the sign of a good actor.
It's okay, Chooper. You keep knocking them off, I'll keep burying them. They're not going to tear this whole house down. They got to find the bodies first. They'll never find the bodies where I put them.
What, at the side of the road?
No, his hat blew off.
He just kept going.
It just kept going. Who's he talking to?
Us.
No, he's like talking to like the dark.
What's the same people he's talking to when he runs in there and finds the bodies? Damn it, Chooper! Oh,
he's talking to the spirit of the Chooper.
Yeah,
there are three positions. There are three positions for that camera in this movie. There's one out in the desert looking up across the horizon,
looking at a chair.
There's that sort of low angle shot there on the veranda outside the shack. And then there's inside in the dark. That's it throughout the whole film. You could only be asked moving that camera 3 fucking times.
And the shower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the shower as well. Yeah. Well, no, you just put the light on for that.
Oh, that's right. Just turn it on.
Ronnie, everyone knows that you are a expert in real estate. That shack, how much is it today? How much is it worth in today's dollars?
Depends on how much land.
10,000 acres.
There 10,000 acres.
Mm-hmm. And one bedroom, one shitter.
Where did this movie take place?
It's in, I have it here.
Nevada,
isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, so before I Google it, and that's what I'm doing right now, I'm going to say 10,000 acres. This is going to be a $5 million property in Nevada.
It's called Pahrump in Nevada.
Yeah, Harumph.
Yeah.
I didn't get a harumph
what they
from that
say,
guy.
Blazing Saddles. Give me a harumph.
He recycled everything. The shack was left behind by prior tenants. So
so was the mattress.
Yeah. So the suit for the Chooper was recycled from one of his films he made before.
One of those porno films, yeah.
I wish I would have got the suit. Now I really wish I would have had the clip of the suit. It's
Sean Clark has the suit.
Does
Yeah. Is Sean Clark going to show up at this shack for his on location show?
Yeah, he will.
That is
Howard Horror Grounds.
Don't give him any ideas. People go to this place and collect sand in the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Darren, please request Sean Clark to go to the Blood Shack filming location.
This here's the water well from Blood Shack.
Yeah.
It could fall over at any moment.
Still there.
This is where Daniel battled the Chooper and got stabbed in the stomach right here on this. It's probably the middle of Vegas right now.
And this mattress still has that stain all over it. Look.
It was recently auctioned off for $5 million. The Chooper comes from outside to inside the house on the one guy. Shouldn't the Chooper always come from inside the house to outside?
Yes, if he lives in there, right.
So it really, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
I think Sean should get those kids at the next signing.
Now, I don't think that was the Chooper that attacked Daniel. I believe that was Mr.
That was. Yes, we know because he kills him. So he puts on this unitard.
Ronnie, what it is, Daniel helps the Chooper out. That's why I come to the conclusion that that's not really the Chooper at the end.
I thought a better twist at the end would be Daniel would be the Chooper. He's doing that to keep people from buying that land so he can keep living there.
I think it should be one of the cows at the rodeo.
I thought it was going to be one of the little girls myself.
Yeah, they're on each other's shoulders.
I had asked my wife, I was like, are these two girls or is that one taller one? Is that a boy? And she said, no, they're girls. What's wrong with you? And I was like, I'm just asking because you never know.
What does that say about that area that their parents couldn't even afford dolls or cars, that the kids have to play in a bloody stool mattress?
Well, it looks like ground zero for The Hills Have Eyes. I mean, that's the area is where it looks like. I mean, there's so many good movies
that this stole from,
that have stolen from Blood Shack. It's unreal. Hills Have Eyes. We've
Exorcist,
Chainsaw Massacre.
That fourth Indiana Jones film where he's out in the desert in the nuclear testing area.
There you go.
Yeah.
That. Mad Max.
He-Man.
Zorro. Zorro because Princess Bride. Because
Princess Bride.
Casino. Loads of them.
The one scene in Casino where they drive out to the middle of the desert and he goes, I gave myself a 50-50 shot I was coming back after
Cowboy Way, 8 seconds.
Cowboy Way.
Tremors. I mean, this is
the catalyst.
7. You told me that Fincher didn't see Blood Shack and say, I want to end my movie out in the desert where Blood Shack was.
Hellraiser 2?
Yeah. City Slickers.
When she comes up through the mattress. Yeah, search for Corley's gold. If Jack Palance was in this movie, he'd kick that Chooper's ass.
Blood Shack is sexy.
Confidence is very sexy.
Is that the Palance impression? Let's hear it one more time.
I can.
Do it.
Blood Shack is sexy.
Confidence is very sexy.
And then this is sexy. I didn't eat 20 pounds of gravel. I can't sound like Jack Palance.
He's all nostril Jack Palance. All breathing in.
Your life won't be worth spit.
Come and get me. Come and get me. Come and get me. That's Curly's gold.
You're not one deck. One lucky deck. Is that you, Sugar Bum?
No, it's me.
Tango, cash, tango.
All right. Blake, Blood Shack, 1971, 1 to 10.
2.
Frank.
1.5.
Darren. And Darren, remember, I'm pretty sure you gave Blood Lake a 0.
Oh, did I?
That's tough, Darren.
Well, the thing is, I want to give this. I'd like to reassess that because I want to give Blood Lake a 3. I want to give this a 2, and then you've still got to find something worse than this piece of shit.
It will.
I could give you a movie right now. You want me to put it on? LA AIDS Jabber. There's no way LA AIDS Jabber, when we watch that in 2 weeks, is any good. You're talking about the filming of the landscapes in this movie. I guarantee you this was filmed on a camcorder in somebody's apartment where somebody's going to be running around with a needle stabbing people.
Quacking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am impressed by this, like this type of guerrilla filmmaking, though. I mean, it's not really.
There is something charming about it. I don't know what it is, but I feel the same way.
Yeah, the guy changed his name. Wasn't the director really originally called Wolfgang Stevens?
Wolfgang Schmidt is what yeah.
Wolfgang Schmidt.
That's a much better name. Unless
why did he change his name?
He changed his name to George Lucas.
Yeah. Changed his name to Steven Spielberg later on in his career.
He changed his name because he actually did bury that girl out there at the side of the road.
Yeah. Everyone actually died in this movie.
Ray Dennis Steckler is his name. That sounds like somebody that would try to kill the president.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like the three weirdo name. I mean, let's see real quick. What does AI tell me about this movie? It says AI says our podcast talking points should be it's a prototypical slasher context before Texas Chainsaw and Halloween.
Oh,
we covered it because we're pros.
Yeah,
just putting Halloween or even Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the same sentence as Blood Shack is amazing to me. He's known for his fast, cheap, raw filmmaking that Darren's not a fan of. His wife was Carolyn Brandt.
Mm-hmm.
She was in this movie.
Makeup artist.
We should talk about the impact of the rodeo padding on pacing. We did that. We're on top of it.
Yeah.
The Chooper was an undefined but memorable villain. I think we went a little bit deeper than what AI wanted us to because I think you guys are right. It was old Tim that was doing the killing the entire movie to try to get her to sell that property, even though he started killing people before she even got to the property. So, let's don't mess with that. And why cult audiences are still discussing it 50 years later. Blake, is there anybody else on YouTube talking about Blood Shack besides Red Letter Media and us?
Yes, I sent you a link. I know you hadn't seen it yet. Not only are they talking about Blood Shack, but they're calling their show 31 Days of Horror. So
I think everybody on podcast world does that. So we can't really claim that. That's something we stole. So guys,
isn't that place a little bigger than a shack though?
That's bigger than my house.
Question for you then. Question for you. Which shack would you rather spend a night in? Blood Shack, the shack in the Evil Dead, or the Texas Chainsaw House?
Evil Dead.
That's a great question. Blake, go.
Evil Dead.
No, y'all both said Evil Dead?
It's a cabin.
Yeah.
No.
Ronnie, it's like staying at Manor Creek. We've done that hundreds of times.
You do understand if you stay in the shack. Okay, Darren, maybe I'm misunderstanding the question. All those bad
This isn't
guys,
a comfort question.
Yeah, all those bad guys are there, right? Like if you stay in the Evil Dead shack, you can get possessed.
Not if I don't read the book. As soon as I go in Blood Shack, I'm getting chased. All I got to do is avoid the cellar and not read the Bible
Frank,
or whatever
you're right, Frank, about the mattress. But I mean, guys, we took a road trip 20 years ago. We wanted to go up to Green Bay to watch a football game, and we stayed in a hotel along the way in Indiana. And when we walked in, it had a stain similar to, obviously it's not what was in Blood Shack but there was a blood-ish stain on the side of the mattress that we would have slept on the floor if it wasn't so dirty. It was one of those $30 hotel rooms.
Mm-hmm.
But we threw our own sleeping bags over there so we wouldn't have to sleep. But there was just blood, whatever, all over the side of the mattress. The hotel was so cheap it didn't have sheets on it. So I have slept on a mattress similar to that. But I think I'm going to choose Blood Shack because I think I can wrestle around with the Chooper and survive that more than I can being possessed or fighting that whole group of inbred hicks in
Texas Chainsaw
Massacre.
You want those kids to come over and start playing with you and everything like that? They're annoying.
No, I can't stand kids.
Daniel?
Yeah. Hey, Ronnie, can we play with your mattress?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Blake,
when you're done on that mattress, there's a chair outside.
With all four legs.
You're thinking about it, boys. They give you $1 million to remake Blood Shack. And you can cast anybody you want because they want to work with you. I'll go first. The chick is going to be what's her name, Blake, from
Sydney Sweeney.
No. Mean Girls, what's her name?
Oh, Lindsay Lohan.
No, the other one.
Dude, how would I?
The blonde one. She was in that movie Game Night.
Buddy, I'm sorry. I'm not up to date on Mean Girls.
Let me have a look for you.
Rachel McAdams. Boom. So Rachel McAdams would be the chick. Matthew McConaughey would be Daniel because he would love this role.
It's too easy.
None of these guys, none of his shirts fit. Like you can see 4 inches of his abdomen and everything he wears, jacket and everything. So that's perfect for McConaughey. The Chooper would probably be Jack Black, and then Tim.
Our buddy Tim's the Chooper, right?
Tim would be who's somebody good I could put in there? What's his name? Michael Shannon could play Tim as the guy trying to buy the land. And then, like I said, Jack Black would be a true Chooper demon that would run around. And he would have his face showing like Tim did at the end of it with the, the whole body condom except for his face showing.
Yeah.
And we would probably put butterfly wings on there. So you ready, Blake, or you want me to go to Darren next?
I mean, I don't understand your budget. It's $1 million, but you're up to 14 million now.
No, you get any actor you want.
Oh, okay. Tyler Mane is the Chooper. Vincent DeSanti is Daniel.
Why? It's already lost money.
Sydney Sweeney and the other big jug chick from Baywatch. What's her name? Do your thing, cuz.
Oh, I got you.
They're the 2 little girls
that jump on the bed.
Yeah. Sally Field is the woman who inherits the land. And our buddy Tim on the show, Ronnie, he's the Chooper.
He might be in the real life too. You never know.
He's perfect.
Darren.
Okay, so who would I have as Carol? Carol. Who would be Carol now?
Carol Baskin is Carol.
Let me think now. 1 second. Let me think now. Oh, yeah, I think I'd have to go with oh God. Who would I go with? Well, Peanuts the Pony would be Shergar for starters.
Well, hold on. Hold on. The fact that Darren's so proud of himself right now because he probably thinks he's the only one that read those credits about Peanuts the Pony. When my wife left for church with me saying I'm going to ride Peanuts the Pony around the yard, my yard. Go ahead.
The Chooper would be Tom Green.
That's good.
Okay, I'm keeping the budget low on this one. I don't even
know why I said a number. We should just cast it with whoever we wanted to. Watch it make $1 billion.
What's the guy in Friday the 13th Part 2 that you can't stand, Frank? He's coming back. He's going to be Daniel. Is it Ted? Ted. That's it. Ted is going to be Daniel. And then Tim, I would probably choose somebody like Michael John Graham is his name. Bob from Halloween.
Well, you're bringing all these old people in it. He's 90 years old. Cheap.
I'm being cost effective here. And even Peanuts the Pony, I'm going to get a micro horse because it'd be cheaper on the old food and everything.
Sounds like you're saying Penis the Pony.
Well, that's what it said on the subtitles.
And you don't have to worry about catering because when it's over, you just
eat a horse. Yeah, of course.
Feed them to those kids.
All right, Frank. What a review.
I agree with you. I think Matthew McConaughey is definitely Daniel. Going all right, Chooper.
All right, Chooper. I'll keep playing them up for you, Chooper. You just keep hey.
Tim, I am going for Jared Leto. I think I'm bringing back the Dallas Buyers Club. Bring back some ensemble there. Carol, we'll go with Jennifer Lopez.
Rihanna.
And then for the actual Chooper, Peter Dinklage.
That might be a winner. Good. That's pretty. I mean, especially I don't know about Peter jumping off the top of that house, but my whole point is
move right.
My whole point in picking Jack Black is I want to see him jump off the top of that house as big as he is.
Well, how would he get on the roof, Peter?
I'm just looking at the cast here. They all died in the 70s. Super. So the guy who played Tim died in 77.
Right after they made the Jabber.
Yeah. And the guy who played Daniel died in 75. So these poor guys all died like a few years after this film.
Yeah.
Well, It was
Just
probably
like
the
Manos,
cold.
Hands of Fate. Everyone died.
Did they really?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
guy who played what's his name? The caretaker. Torgo. He committed suicide right after he filmed that movie.
Really?
Yeah. He didn't like the way he was portrayed, and he went into a deep depression. He was the best thing about that movie.
They made
Absolutely.
a sequel in 2018.
To Manos?
Yeah. Yep. There's a sequel to it.
Is it any good?
He just gave him my idea now, Blake. That bulb went off, and he was so happy. He was like a kid in Christmas. Ronnie was.
Yeah, I was because I was.
So the one guy died from a head wound from a car accident.
Happens.
And the other guy was hit by a truck on a highway while hitchhiking.
Yeah.
That's where Texas Chainsaw Massacre got the idea to run over the one guy.
Yeah. Is there a Franklin in there somewhere?
How did the little girls die? AIDS?
I'm just getting
Sitting on that chair and mattress.
They were never seen again. All right. Well, that I guess I should ask you guys because let me go ahead and get the ass kissing out of the way, Blake.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming on. We really appreciate it. And it was good to get back together and talk. It probably should have been a better movie, but if everything holds true, we may see you guys before the month is over again, or at least one of y'all, maybe two of y'all, hopefully. But how's the channels going? Because I know you guys did what every greedy YouTuber does. You've got a channel that makes thousands and thousands of dollars, and you said to yourselves, you know what? Let's take these rubes for a few more dollars. So you broke it off, and Darren's got his own channel. Frank's got his own channel, which means I had to subscribe to 2 more channels, and I didn't like that. So I unsubscribed from and added you 2 in their spot. So that cleaned up the timeline a little bit. But I just want to know, how's it going on your channels? How do you have the time to do the big channel and what is soon to be 2 more big channels when the next few months are up? You guys will have 3 gigantic channels. How do you find time to do that when me and Blake don't have time to put out a video each week? What is your secret?
A little TSL goes a long way. So we cut down TSL to one episode a week, which works really well. And we find that we're more excited about doing it rather than trying to do 2 or 3 episodes a week. And then the rest of and also trying to match our diaries and everything to record more content for TSL was really, difficult. So Frank has his channel where he puts his own stuff out. Did a great Scream documentary type episode the other day. For those of you who haven't seen it, check it out. Really, really cool. I was in the audience watching the premiere the other night. If you guys haven't seen it, you should watch it. He's done a great job. And then I do my stuff on my separate channel. So you're still getting the same amount of content, probably more than if we were doing just TSL.
Well, you didn't have to get defensive about it. I was just asking. I was trying to brag on you guys. I have enjoyed. Obviously, me and Blake have. We mention you guys almost every episode, and we have to stop ourselves sometimes from mentioning you guys because, like, they're probably sick of it. But y'all are such a fixture of YouTube for us that, and we talk. I talk to Darren almost every day. I talk to Darren every day. I don't ever talk to Frank. I talk to Darren every day to the point where Darren's got to be sick of that. But me and Darren talk about a bunch of stuff that it just feels like we should mention you guys every episode just to, throw it out there. Hey, we love you guys, all that good stuff. But your channels are great. Your single channels have somehow been as great as the main channel. So you guys are super talented in what you do, but you already know that. It's a long-winded way of saying thank you for coming on the channel, and we appreciate it. You guys have supported us and had our backs and all that good stuff. Blake, you want to help?
Nope.
All right. So
I agree, Blake. Just let these 2 do everything.
And Frank, hope everything's going well with you, Frank. We really need to. What did he say in the movie Waiting, Blake? I feel like we should be friends, Frank. I think me and you are the same guy. We should hang out more.
You can keep thinking that.
All right.
I got my own problems. I don't need any more.
See you guys later.
No, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Anything, Blake?
Nothing.
Great.